Hello everybody, it's Miia here again, and it's time to start unboxing our December haul. So it's a couple days later. I'm on vacation, yay, so I can actually do this during daylight. We've got some daylight, so lighting's a little bit better. But it is snowing, so it's not the best. You'll see some glare off the plastic, but once we get them out of the box, it'll be fine. So I was wondering who to start with, and then I got a comment finally of someone actually waiting for the Miia figure unboxing, so we'll do Miia first. In case you didn't know, this is Miia. She is the Lamia from Monster Musume, and she is the best monster. You don't have to agree with me. You have every right to be wrong, because Miia is the best monster. Like I said, she's from Monster Musume no Iru Nishijo, or the Everyday Life with Monster Girls, or Monmusu. She is manufactured by Molto Bene, and is technically a non-scale figure. She's kind of around a 1/8 size, and she was originally released November 28th of 2016. I bought her on AmiAmi. I almost didn't, but Mia's best monster. I had her on my list of maybes, and then I just decided, screw it, I'm going to get her, and I'm glad I did because, the next day, out of stock. I mean, you can still find her some places. But anyways, I paid 16,170 yen, which was about $148. Now, Miia has caused some controversy because there is one of the promo pictures where she has her boobs out. So everyone was thinking she was cast off. Well, it turns out her boobs are sculpted and painted, but she is force cast off. You actually have to break the clothes off to get them out. And I'm not going to break my figure. She's too expensive, and I prefer to have them clothed anyways. And once you force cast them off, pretty much you destroy the clothes so you can't get them back on with any semblance of looking good. So yeah. So there's Mia's side, and there's her back, and the other side, the top, and plain yellow bottom. So yeah, Miia, best monster. I don't really know what to expect from this company. I've looked up some of their other figures, and they weren't the greatest. But we'll see how Miia looks. So let's go ahead and get her open. There are no seals. Pull her out. So on the bottom it's got the logo with her name. And the inside it's just pink with hearts and stars and barrettes and stuff like that. So we'll put the box off to the side. And we'll bring Miia up. And just because we can, there's her in a blister compared to a Coke can. So she's not the biggest figure. I want to say she's not worth the price I paid. You can make up your own mind, and we'll see how she looks once we get her out. But, of course, got to do a spin around in the blister first. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and get this Lamia open. This neck girl. Okay, yeah, there is tape. Or actually, there is not tape. It was just plastic hanging out. So there she is. Okay, I can see something which I was hoping I wouldn't be able to see, but it's not as bad as it was in the promo pictures. We'll talk about it later. So she has plastic wrapped around her head, which was one complaint I read on MFC, is that it's next to impossible to get off because you can't actually take her head off. So think you actually have to rip it off. There we go. And then she has plastic around her waist, which once again, you would think you'd be able to take her apart, but nope. So there we go. I think that's all of the plastic off of her. Let me just do a quick check. Yep, that looks like all the plastic's off. So we'll slide her a little bit closer, get a little bit better shot. So there is Miia without any of the protective plastic, all in her glory. Do a little spin around. Yeah, I'm just looking at it. I mean, the sculpt is pretty great on the tail. The paint is kind of meh. Like the shirt, it doesn't feel like finished. It feels rough to me, just the look of it. And her hair is a little bit lighter than I would have liked in her tail. In the show, she's more red, but here she's kind of more pinkish. Let's see. I did notice on the bottom is where the copyright information is. It's on her one scale. Yeah, it honestly has a dirty feel to it. Like not dirty as in naughty, but dirty as in dirt. But hey, it's Miia, it's Best Monster. So when I first took her out, I said I saw something I wish I didn't. It's kind of hard to hide it because it is a joint line, but right there, if we focus a little bit, you can see where the two parts of the tail join up. There's a little bit of a more pronounced line than the rest of her scales. And the coloring is slightly different, so it stands out a little bit more. I mean, with all this mass, you have to have a seam line somewhere. And they did a reasonable job hiding it with the scale pattern, but you can still see it. So looking up her skirt, you can see her underwear, which is glued on. There, if you look around the internet and on MFC, there is a picture where she was cast off, and this was what made everyone think, oh yes, great, she's got an extra body and all this stuff. So her shirt was off, her skirt was off, and her underwear was off, and the person had actually carved in a vagina. Well, later on, actual pictures came out where they had force cast her off, and there's nothing down there. It's just, Barbie doll anatomy. Well, Barbie snake. But yeah. So like I said, she is a force cast off. There is no normal way of getting her out of her clothes unless you break her. So I'm not even going to try, but if you want to, her breasts are fully painted and fully sculpted. There are nipples. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a better shot of her face if I take the camera out and get a little closer. So yeah, I mean, her face, it does look like Miia. Her nose is a little bit big, in my opinion. But it's okay. If we get into her mouth, she does have a couple of little snake fangs. Another thing people were mentioning were her berets weren't the greatest. So, I mean, you can see it sculpt-wise. It looks like they could have sanded it down a little better right there. And, they could have blended the hair in a little better. Autofocus. But, I mean, she's decent enough. I definitely think she's not worth the $148 or $150. So, wait. I want to say wait until she gets on sale. But then again, it's the only figure from the show so far, and I'm expecting the price to actually rise because of that. One thing that I am happy about is her elbow. In the promo pictures, there was a massive seam there, but they got rid of that. So let's go ahead and put the camera away, and we'll do another spin around. So yeah, this is Miia. She is the best monster. She is from Monster Musume no Iru Nishijo. She is manufactured by Molto Bene. I'm not impressed with this company right now. She was released November 28th of 2016. I bought her at Ami and I paid 16,170 yen, or about $148. I mean, she is what she is. We'll put up a Coke can, so she's kind of a little small, but if you like her, go for her. If you don't like her, don't. And if you think she's too expensive, then wait until she drops in price. It may backfire, but it may be a good thing. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I'm out. Bye-bye.